Hey everybody, Mike McWilliams upstairs to the right music. Thank you so much for tuning in for today's program. A little housekeeping before we get started, just a gentle reminder that you are always welcome to join us on our live streams that we do every Sunday night at 11 p.m. Central European time. So whatever time you find yourself on this planet at that time, we really appreciate it if you took the time to join in on the discussions that we have. A lot of interesting topics that we do cover on the live stream. A lot of stuff that I can get into detail that I can't get into on programs such as this one. But this one is an interesting one. Nevertheless, today I am going to reveal the sound test results and which guitar was which. Now, just as a reminder for those of you who didn't see the last program, we were doing an A, B, and C bridge contest between these three guitars right here. The Harley Benton DC Custom, the Epiphone 1959 kit, and the Epiphone SG. Now, none of these guitars have their original pickups. The SG over here has the Bushbucker 2 and 3 that originally came with the Epiphone 59, and the Epiphone 59 has an Alnico 2 classic that used to be in the SG, so basically just a little swap there of pickups. And over here in the Harley Benton double cut, we have a set of Q pickups. They are a company out of Croatia. They were custom wound to my preference. They're Alnico 3 pickups. They are waxed. I will note that the Epiphone has the unwaxed Bushbuckers in it, 2 and 3, so that may or may not play a part of this. We shall see. As it said, that unwaxed pickups are superior in a lot of ways to waxed ones for their sonic qualities. Now, all three sounded great, was the basic conclusion for everybody who participated. Down in the comment section, the general consensus is that they were all a great PAF sound. That in the case of A, and C, those were the most preferred, and B being the least preferred, but again, all three of them being a really good PAF sound. And I think we've reached the first little diabolical subplot that I wanted to inject in this conversation about being able to find a decent PAF sound, giggable and recordable, not even decent, but sometimes a really good PAF sound, giggable and recordable at all price points as far as pickups are concerned. Certainly with the three pickups that we sampled here, you're at all different levels of price point, with those Epiphones being at the low end, the Gibson Bushbuckers being in the mid to high, and of course certainly the Q pickups being in the high end of that. So certainly in all three of those ranges, you can find a really, really good PAF sound. Now, this leads to the reveal of which was which. Now, I have learned that the old adage, don't judge a book by its cover, certainly does apply when it comes to hunting a good PAF sound. As I've told you before, the goal of any of you, all of you, out there really is to really define what your own sound is. And any three of these PAF sounds, if the PAF sound is a route you're going down, would be a good avenue to pursue. So yeah, certainly in the tone hunt, you got three great choices here, so you couldn't go wrong with any of them. However, as I stated, the three guitars, there was two that were really preferred, A and C, and B was the one that was the least preferred, but people did like it. So I'm going to start with, first, which of these three guitars was actually B. And B was the SG, with the Bushbucker 2 and 3 in it. I like the tone of the SG now with those Bushbucker 2 and 3, especially in the bridge position for rhythm parts. If you listen to those sound, go back and listen to those sound samples again, you hear that B has a lot of girth to it. It's got a lot of oomph to it, which I think is exactly, as I stated before, the kind of tone that you should be getting out of an SG. Surprisingly enough, it was the Burstbucker 2 and 3 that were not the preferred pickups. By the way, nobody got which guitar was which, right? By the way, either. Gotcha, guitarista. Now I can sleep again at night. We're even. Nobody got the right combination of guitars. A lot of people really thought that the A guitar was the Burstbuckers, but no, that is incorrect. All right, so we will move on to which guitar of these two was the C guitar. The C guitar was the one that got the second highest votes in terms of its tone. As a matter of fact, some actually preferred the tone of the C guitar and liked it a lot. The C guitar, in this case, is the Epiphone 59 with the Epiphone pickups in it. Now, I'm convinced that if I took a fridge magnet and a chewing gum wrapper and hooked that up to this guitar, it would sound good. The Epiphone 59 is an awesome guitar. If you haven't looked into it and you're into the Les Paul guitar, this is the way to go for the money. Really is. Yeah, those Epiphone pickups sound fantastic. I think somebody pointed out, you know, not as heavy or full MIDI, a little thinner than the other ones, and that is one of the reasons why they're excellent, because they really do stand out in a mix. As a matter of fact, it has become the guitar that I reach for when I'm doing a solo for my leads, because it's really got a beautiful tone in a mix setting. And it really would be also the guitar that I think would be a good all-arounder as well. Its rhythm sounds really awesome as well. Well, of course, that, guys, leads you to know that the A guitar was, of course, the Harley Benton with these Q pickups, these custom line Alnico 3 pickups that I designed and asked them to make for me. These are wax potted. They are an excellent recording set of pickups. I think you guys heard that and just the general tone of it. Again, it was a toss-up between A and C, which one you would prefer in the case of individuals, and then of course everybody's got their personal taste, but it was really decided that you had the lower end pickups being represented over here with the Epiphone 59, and you had the higher end pickups being represented over here. The Burstbuckers there in the middle, boy, I never say that right, I'm so tired. The Burstbuckers 2 and 3 over here, they kind of fell in between these two. Now, again, I think that this is very encouraging to some of you to know that at any price point you can achieve a great PAF sound. Also, in terms of the guitar, I've said it 1,000 times, I'll say it 1,000 times again, pickups are 80% of the game. This Harley Benton right here is a $220 guitar, I think, with that and everything included. The pickups cost more than the guitar, okay? But the reason I did that, I made this, instead of a $250 guitar, it's now a $500 guitar, and actually more than that in my opinion, because of the tone of it. It just goes to show you that it had good bones. If you find a guitar that has good bones like the Harley Benton here, you're not going to go wrong. The neck has to be right and straight, a truss rod not played out in good condition, you got to have a bone nut, you got to have a, you know, decent hardware on it, but basically, yeah, pickups are going to be 80% of your game. And so this was a great guitar. I bought it and I put a good set of pickups in it, and it is now one of my main recording guitars. I use it to record a great deal of stuff. It's a go-to guitar for me because I can get a wide range of sounds out of it. I can really get a lot of tones out of this. C being the one that I go for leads, and B being the one that I go for when I want a especially heavy rhythm part. So yeah, there it is, guys. If this is surprising to you, it was surprising to me, especially the first time that I plugged those Epiphone pickups through the 59 here into my rig and heard it. I was blown away by the sound of it. So yes, remember guys, these Epiphone pickups were designed and produced in the same factory as the Burstbucker 2 and 3s at the Gibson factory in the States. They did the R&D on them, they put them together, and they shipped the completed pickup over to China for insertion into the guitars. So, you know, there's a difference in price point here, but I don't think, in some cases, depending upon what guitar you put it in, there's really a difference in sound quality. You're not really losing anything there. So yeah, I'm going to have to say that Epiphone pickups have stepped up, in my estimation, a lot in terms of their usability. I'm afraid on the low end, Roswell pickups and Wilkerson have not reached that. They're now relegated to where I used to relegate Epiphone pickups. They haven't quite reached that level yet. They're not there. They still have some time and some issues, but Epiphone certainly has stepped up. So yeah, instead of getting those Burstbuckers, I think that if you get a good set, and again, these pickups, these are my pickups and my guitar, they sound great. You know, your mileage may vary, but for the most part, I think that it leads to a pretty good argument that you can go with these Pro Buckers, these Alnico Classic Pros, and be pretty happy with it, and your wallet would be a lot happier too. All right, guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the big reveal that we did today on these guitars as much as I enjoyed doing it. I think that we all can draw our own conclusions, but I think they're all pretty much going to be in line with you can get a great PAF tone out of any price point almost with these pickups that I presented to you today as examples of that. If you enjoyed the show, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please take the time to hit that subscription button as well. Bell notification so that you know that we have new videos coming up. And yeah, that's about it. You guys have a great weekend, and I will talk to you on the live stream. Bye-bye.